climb we did is Hotel California. It's Australia's highest multi-pitch. It's 350 metres tall. It's 10 pitches, and it's in the Blue Mountains in the Grose Valley. It's one of Australia's classics, not necessarily because of its difficulty, but because of how beautiful it is. The location's absolutely stunning, and it's got some really good exposure on it. It's the challenge that I love most about climbing. You look at a climb, you try and work out the best way to do it, and you keep trying and trying and trying.
It wasn't raining hard, it was just drizzling a bit.
Stoney's my main climbing partner. I feel really confident with him because he's so safe and he's been climbing for so long. And Sarah's my girlfriend, and I just love being outdoors with her and sharing the experience.
So I'm a dancer and I have the dancer's background, so it's kind of like a sequence, and if you do it right, it's a nice pretty dance. And I think climbing's sort of the same along that line. If you can do it nicely and calmly, there's always a sequence for you to follow, and if you do the right one, it's actually pretty nice to watch.
You do get a bit scared at times. That's part of the fun of it. Sometimes when you're in those situations, you think, why am I here? Why am I doing this to myself? But always after you finish it, it's fantastic. The feeling you get, the exhilaration you get when you finish these climbs is fantastic. So I'm always prepared to throw myself back into these situations. I think that the height really sharpens the experience a lot.
Multi-pitching is something that I've never done and haven't done it. I wanted to try it, but it was very scary once I got on the wall.
As we climbed the successive pitches, it started just getting a little bit windier. Well, we're here at the top of pitch 2. As you can see, the conditions are beautiful. It's freezing, it's blowing a gale, and it's a whole lot of fun.
You get to the top of the first one and you clip into the wall, and then you have to just hang off the wall while everyone else comes up and joins you, and there's the three of you all connected to one thing on the wall. That was a bit scary, I must say. You're like, can that thing hold my weight?
It's okay. It's a good sling. Yeah. Yes, get me slack. Cut me some slack.
It's my sling. I don't trust it.
We didn't stop for very long, maybe 3/4 of an hour, and then Axel was leading the 6th pitch, the money pitch I call it, the best pitch of the climb, the traverse pitch.
That's the pitch on Hotel California that is really famous. You start up a little bit and then you start traversing across, and you end up really high above the valley. So if you fall, you don't fall to where you can lower off. You fall and you've got about 200 metres of space below you.
On that pitch, I was blown off the edge, and it was when you get to the side, when you get across the bottom part of the pitch, you get to the corner, and that's called the arête, and I got blown off that point.
during the climb, I'd put the quick draw on the wall, and sometimes the quick draw would be flapping around a bit, and I'd grab the rope, and go to clip, and the draw would be moving, and taking my hand off the wall to grab the rope to clip, I felt I was getting buffeted off the wall, and it was really, really scary at times.
I guess it's the sense of achievement and the focus you get on the rock. When you're on the rock, you're not really thinking about too much else. You've got a very set problem in front of you. I really like these big, long, tall climbs with a lot of altitude, a lot of exposure. You're really focused on the job at hand and on nothing else in your life. All your other cares just vanish.
With 3 people it's always slower, but Sarah being new to it, she obviously can't travel as fast as a more experienced climber. So I was rushing a little bit when I was climbing, but I still had a really fun day, even throughout being really cold and a bit scared from the wind.
Once you get to the top, you're like, yes, did it. I'm so glad I kept going. And any bad thoughts you had during the day just go, and you're like, yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, I'd do it again. Straight away. You
had absolutely spectacular views of the setting sun over the mountains and the valley, and we had a really beautiful walk out, and it just, it's why you climb for days like that.